is a little bit too tired to join us. It's something like 4:30 for him, and since his name is not Holiol, he can't really function at such weird hours.
More accurately, if he does talk, his girlfriend might kill him.
Ha! Okay,
I think that's the quote.
That seems fair to me. So we'll just, I guess we'll just do a quick closeout here. What was the most exciting thing we saw? The green demons isn't new.
No, but it was nice to kind of see. I think, to be honest, we saw a lot of variety. The only thing we saw was mono dominion variants and mono corruption. There was a lot of other archetypes though.
Yeah, it was nice to see artifacts.
Yeah, it was nice to see artifacts. It was nice to see varying types. There were quite a few rage aggro decks, but they were all different. I don't think there were any duplicates. There was the slave one that Denoman was playing. There was that sort of more classic chicken deck. I don't think we saw any Flame Serpent decks.
No, I don't think so. I don't even know if anybody played a pure Rage Rush.
I don't think so.
I think Breba may have, actually. But I don't know if he played Flame Serpent.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, Breba played Flame Serpent in one of his decks. We just never got to see it.
If you're interested in Idenoman's take on things, he's currently posting stuff in general Discord.
Oh, I guess that's a nice little loophole for him to still be able to communicate without talking.
Yeah, basically he's saying that he was trying more aggro stuff to kind of just see if that. And triple aggro's a conquest strategy that often works because it exploits people's like tendency to make weird and wacky decks. Because aggro decks tend to exploit decks that aren't very kind of their job. Yeah, because you can beat beat aggro decks. They're not like overpowered or anything, but they do tend to exploit holes that deck create.
I think I'm gonna give the Game of the Night award to the Mill versus One Turn Heal.
Yeah, that was actually incredibly entertaining.
That was fascinating to watch. But I'm still of the opinion that decks that use these strategies should be using them to some other effect and not as an instant win condition. That's a bit anticlimactic. Like, let's say you mill and then you get some big payoff from having milled. Like, think Deathbound Incarnate. Something like that.
I mean, that's kind of what Deathbound was supposed to do, although the irony is still occasionally a win condition and Bound played. They pushed it as far as they could possibly go. The only thing they could have done was make it like a 2-cost creature, which would be insane.
Well, yeah, it's a bit much. Especially when it comes out as like a 6/6 or something.
Yeah.
And then it hits the face, now it's a 10/10.
I'm telling you, man, if decay creatures ever get like a proper curve, people will be terrified of Deathbound.
Yeah.
Till that day, he's just gonna exist.
I don't know. Is there anything big going on before the next Masters? I don't know when the next card set is coming.
I've been a bit out of things for a while. I can try and check.
I think again for now, assume probably that nothing. Like there's not gonna be anything
in the next month. I know there's some discussion about some balance stuff because there were bans for this tournament, obviously, which I don't think is the preferred way of moving forward.
Oh yeah, we do have to address Satyr, and I think Namir's Blessing should be fine.
I think, to be honest, I don't think Namir's is overpowered. I think stuff it creates. The problem I have with Namir's is that it stifles design space.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because it basically means like I think banning it was maybe a bit over. But I think it's just like you can't really have creatures with repeatable effects that can work with Namirs. I think that's the concern, because being able to give protected to something,
especially if it's
really
flying.
Yeah, I mean, the only other time we've seen this was the Knight. What's it called?
The Knight?
Triangelica Sentinel.
Oh, that dude.
That wasn't even protected, though. That was like... It was pseudo-protected, but you could still target it. But that's a similar concept, and that when it was cheaper, insane. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with it. I think there is a bit of concern that with Kayanu as he is, there's already going to be like Order is usually the best pairing for Kayanu because they have similar types of creatures, which means you're probably going to play Namirs, which means every single time they ever Kayanu target, they don't just have to worry about Kayanu, they have to worry about what happens if a Namir's Blessing gets put on it. And I think that's the concern. Because Kayanu, they changed before to stop its interactions, but then people were like, can you bring it back? Because Kayanu is useless, and those decks were actually super interesting. And they are. Kayanu's been back for a while. He's probably a little too good at what he does, but the shells he makes are unique. So in his case, he stifles design space a bit, but he also creates like deck building opportunities, whereas Namir's Blessing sort of doesn't. I think that's the... But anyway, we'll have to see. Satyr is just
yeah, Satyr might become a 2-mana card or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the fact that it can grow is a little obnoxious.
Yeah, to be honest, like reducing its energy to 1 would actually be okay, I think.
Oh yeah, so it gets 1 shot. Yeah, that'd be... I mean, even just picking up one health creature is still pretty strong. Becomes a 1-mana 2/2 that killed something.
Yeah, but you had to spend you had to spend an extra mana to do it, and it doesn't kill all 1-drops. And also, you give up your aggressive attack.
I mean, I guess it's an idea.
But yeah, because part of the issue with Flaming Satyr is if you draw... They just get huge. You get like 3/3 Satyrs routinely.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll have to see what they do with it. Because the banning thing was a case of not knowing what to do with the change yet, so they just banned.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, besides those two, I mean, for Namir might just have to be redesigned then. Like, if it's always going to be causing problems like this, then it's going to have to just have a different effect.
Yeah, I mean, I would like it to do something tribal related, because it's called Namir's Blessing. And
oh, like
Namir
Knights, perhaps? Makes sense.
Well, Namir is the most tribal card in the game. He refers to Priest and Knight
and he's a
within
priest
his
and
block.
Knight.
Like, come on. Like,
Yeah,
make it do something.
It could be something like, you know, if it's equipped to a priest, it has one effect. If it's equipped to a knight, it has a different effect or something.
Yeah, so that so Namir's Blessing is at its best on Namir. That would actually be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, he blessed himself. What a selfish prick.
Or like Angel Blessed Knight as well. But anyway, I think that'd be kind of cool. If Namir's Blessing was a tribal buff, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or even just, to be honest, they could redo it where, like, if it's a priest, it does one thing. If it's a knight, it gets protected.
Wait, the knight gets protected? I guess it avoids some of the Kayano issues.
Well, it avoids some of the Kayanu issues, but it also means that, like, Namir can get protected by his own blessing.
Protected Namir sounds kind of scary.
Yeah, but you can already do.
I suppose.
Or maybe just scrap protected and give it something else. Like, what about the Triangelica Sentinel ability instead?
Right, you're right. So you wanted to have a protection, but it's protection that can be stripped away.
Like, what happens if it's like, Nymea's Blessing has Triangelic text box, essentially, but it essentially works like, if the target is a priest, gain a Might Emblem. If it's a knight, gain a Might Emblem. So it's 2 Might Emblems with protection if it's both. But, like, keep in mind, Triangelica Sentinel is pretty vulnerable to a spread stuff. Like, so that could be interesting, if they want to keep the protected thing. If not, what I'm trying to say is, I would like the thing that refers to the tribal legendary to be a bit tribal. That's what I'm trying to say, essentially. I think it's kind of weird that the Nymea's Blessing doesn't actually refer any of his 2 tribes. But anyway.
Well, we shall see. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you next month for the 45th. Very soon we'll have our 4th anniversary. Oh my god.
Yep.
Can't believe I've been doing this for 3.5 years.
It's insane.
Well, time flies. Farewell.
Oh. Good night, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Good morning. See ya.